are on a Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Magical Serialism, your daily sonic sampling of the strange wind that blows upon our luck, insights, reflections, and a song even I have not yet heard. We're going to shuffle these cards, we're going to draw 4 chords, we're going to turn them into a song, and then we are going to act like it means something. Here we go. Is the shuffle. And a one-handed cut. And it never feels loud enough, but it's always a little loud. Good morning, Barefoot Ragamuffin. So good to see you here. A few people here. This is great. I guess I should do early shows more often. Let's see what's first. Hey, the Mason. This one came up yesterday like gangbusters. I think yesterday had a C double flat. C double flat over G double flat, which was effectively B flat, and then it was B flat right after that. So this is maybe carrying the torch from yesterday. And then D minor. So actually, let's play both of those. Here's B flat. We're going to walk up to D minor from there. And then we're going to jump straight to the conductor, which is G, the 5 chord. Which sounds a little out of place, but feels like it's taking us somewhere where we belong. And let's find out if we go there to the twins. All right, to its relative minor, which is a little different. E minor. So far, a pretty clean draw. Let's know what's going on next. Oh, well, it wasn't going to be easy, and it's not. Metamorphosis rising, that raises the whole chord a half step. So we are now talking about E sharp minor, which, if you know, is F minor. And that's going to sound tremendously out of place until we hear it 3 times. Oh, and it's sure gonna stay minor. Now you can see the twins were already on a dark horse, but this will protect them from riding a white horse later. And so no changes there. Still F minor for all intents and purposes. And then we get our 5th valid chord card, which is invalid. It means we end the draw. We only use 4 chords, and that is that. Let's just see how it sounds. We're back at the beginning. D minor, G major, E sharp minor, B flat, yesterday was like a superhero sounding thing, and I hear threads of that coming in here. It's like each step takes us to a new place, and church is in session. Thanks, Picker Rick. Good to see you here too. Each move takes us to this new place. And maybe that's the weirdest move, but it's not even so bad. I tried to make it awkward before, and it was a little. But then that move, that Dorian, where you go from a minor chord to its major 4 chord, that to me is like the move in the Dorian mode. You may recognize it from such hits as Summertime and the Living's Eve. You know that one. That's all that Dorian move. But as it does it, it brings us back to the start. And even fast, it kind of works out. So I'm keeping an eye on the time, and I've got plenty of it, but I do have some business at 9 o'clock today. I say off camera. Sometimes I think about how I'm always popping down here. I'm messing with the loop machine, getting it ready, and but sometimes I just duck down and disappear, and let's do, yeah, this is a little upbeat. Not quite 120. How about 110? Yeah, that's about right. That is about right. And I'm going to fix this as well before we get started, so I don't have to think about it when it's going. And let's start this thing out. Actually, I want to test a couple more things. I find moving the chords fast, a little fast, but moving the chords slow, a little slow. And no, you know what? That's it. Okay, let's record it. Here we go. That feels about right. Got everything good there. Yeah. Almost. Want this one to have a heroic vibe. It's a little heavy in the mid-low end, so I think some high as well. Oh, in a moment, I'm gonna get these drums. And those are the drums I always use. Let's use something else. kick drums are a little soupy. But we're rolling with it. Oops. You know what? I can just do this. That's better. That's a little much, but I think yeah, I want it to be a little too much. But let's get some high end in there. Yeah, that's good enough. Driving, maybe even two driving. Let's record it. Okay, that brings it down a little bit. So not an easy Sunday, at least according to these drums. What are we saying? Good morning from Tonasket. Hell yes. Good to see you, man. I'm sad I missed them. Oh, never mind. Oh, the Almighty Groove with Reverend Dashel. I should rename it. But before our ears get too tired of this, I'm going to cut these drums off. And I'll probably turn those down a little. I got a little too much fun with those. And let's talk about what this thing is doing. In fact, I'm going to cut it all off for a second, because when it's this thick in the low mids, it gives you that feeling like you can't hear things, like it fills your ears so much. That's the part of our hearing range that's the most sensitive, this low mids area. And we don't want to wear it out, but once we put some high stuff in there, it's going to be a lot more comfortable when it's at full throttle. If we were in the key of C, which just there's no way we are here, maybe for a moment we think this is going to take us there, but it just doesn't. And so I like to write this one out anyways. And we're just going to call this a minor 4. And then I cross it out. It's silly. But we drew in the key of C, so we must make at least one record in the key of C. And so what key are we in? And can we make excuses for all of these cards to be in that key? So far, pretty easy money with B flat major, because then we walk up to D minor, which is its 3 chord. Looks like I am gonna have to start a mega church, you guys. I got all the support. And what are those overtones? Did I change the? I did, didn't I? There we go. I changed the transposition on the synthesizer that's given us this like stringy sound in the background. So the Mason walks up to the Trickster, and that's really acting like we're doing a 1 to 3 in the key of B flat major. You've heard this. This is what plays when the main character figures it out, and that they made a huge mistake, but that it wasn't really their fault, and things are gonna be okay. So we start with that vibe, and then the conductor comes to take us in a new direction, and I'm gonna put some jazz piano on this. That's better. And that's our first Dorian move. D minor to G. And then we get a whole step down to F minor. And we do another Dorian move, which is basically just a 2-5. But when we feel like we're in the 2 and we do this 2-5, it brings this vibe that 2-5s are not trying to get. 2-5s, these. That was a 2-5-1. 2-5-1. And that's different than like that's and so I like to pull these out and look at them. So we start by walking up. We open the doors. We walk down. We open the doors even wider. And that's kind of what it feels like 2 big doors opening. But if we're really, F minor doesn't belong in any of the keys that are up here. And that move, if we think of it as a 2-5, F minor to B flat, then we're headed to E flat major, and that just isn't where we end up. And so there's these, if we think of them as 2-5-1 attempts, then they get cut off and sent another direction. The super spy enlists the help of the Trickster. And, oh yeah, that's good. And the Trickster serves their usual purpose, acting like a sort of sexy subdominant chord. Not the angel, not the 4 chord, but the 2 chord, like especially a 2 minor 7. But we don't have those 7ths in there, so we walk up in this contemplative mood, and the Trickster's like, let's do the business, whatever that business is. And the conductor says, you know what? I think I'll let the angel handle this one. But instead, who shows up? The twins on the dark horse, playing the role of the angel. and also playing the role of the trickster, sending the baton back to the mason, who is acting like the conductor of a different key. And so all these roles, normally what I like about these roles is that we can kind of see them function in a singular way, but actually what I like more is when this happens and everything is serving different roles, many roles at the same time. And it sounds like now we need one more place to go, but that's the start. Now we're back at the beginning. I could keep playing this all day. This is kind of fun. Let's see if I hate what I recorded before now. I don't think I will. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Wait till those drums come back in though. So, meaning-wise, what can we read into this? Oh, you know what? We were still stuck on determining what key it is. And I'm not sure that's even going to be useful. Maybe here we're in B flat. Maybe here we're in C. Here we're just abruptly moving to another key. But then we're in E flat by the time we get to here. And but if we had to make a decision, I think B flat is the only key we could be in. Like that F minor, it's not so out of place. We're just adding the flat seventh, borrowing the minor 5 from the parallel minor. Right. So I'm gonna call it that, because this is very dependable. This should be G minor. And, ooh, that's interesting. The conductor is playing the 6th chord. So I'm gonna, the conductor is masquerading as the Ninja Queen, is what I meant by that. But I'm gonna call this the 5 of 2. Because that's really what it's doing. And then this F minor. That's just the minor 5. We just borrowed it. That's good enough for government work. The mason walks into the bar to make a deal with the trickster. Like something good is happening. You know, when I can't think of like what these things are, I try to take it one step at a time. I feel like something good and big is happening when I hear these chords. And it kind of all flows together until it's this move that I think is going to be the key. And while that move feels abrupt, because we feel it sending us back here, it's almost like here's our Dorian move, and here's our Dorian move. We're only making that awkward step so we can do a double flip or something. And I think yesterday the title was Good News You Will Never Hear. And as I saw it this morning coming in to fix things up, I thought, well man, that sounds like it's like a good thing that'll never happen. But what I meant by that was that sometimes really good things happen and the world just never finds out. And that's what I think the Mason's up to today. Aiming to cut a deal. And maybe the trickster is the trick this time, sending it to the conductor. It's like, oh yeah, okay, all right. So some betrayal is being attempted in secret, and the trickster is employed, but this time the trickster sends it back to the people, to the working class. And yeah, the twins are there on their dark horse, masquerading as the angel, screwing up whatever plan the conductor might have had. But it doesn't come to an answer. And so that makes it feel like it's in the air. How about I drink a little coffee? Oh, it's the last Sunday of winter, says Picker Rick. That's good news. It's sleety and snowy here. This is like backroom deals, but it has that heroic vibe. And maybe I'll ride yesterday's coattails. Saving those drums for a bigger splash. Let's come up with a word or two. I got about 10 minutes left. Here we go. It's like, who did you say you were gonna betray and then just didn't? And then just didn't. The end of a James Bond movie. Yeah, you know what? That's just right. loud. I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again. Who did you say you're gonna betray? Who did you say you're gonna betray? Okay, that's good. Who did you say you're gonna betray? Nice breath of sunlight. Nice breath of sunlight. We got 5 minutes left, and that's just enough time to do a little bass. Who did you say you're gonna betray? Oh, but let's go straight to the good stuff. Here we go. Who did you say you're gonna betray? A lot of bass in here. Who did you say you're gonna betray? I think this is a good day for the upper hand. Who did you say you're gonna betray? I think it's a good day for good people to have the upper hand. Who did you say? And it's a good day for people who were going to do that thing they were gonna regret. Who did you say you're gonna betray? To just put down the phone. To just end it. Who did you say you're gonna betray? Picture it. You're cornered. You've got to do this wrong thing. Say you're gonna betray? And when the moment comes, you just do the right thing anyways. You just do the right thing anyways. That's it. It's all so loud, but that's it. Who were you gonna betray? decide not to. That's what we got to think about today. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. It really means everything to me. And I'll catch you in the morning on a happy, slappy Monday coming right up tomorrow. Take care of yourselves and do the right thing anyways. Who's gonna stop you? Someone who's gonna decide to do the right thing anyways too. I'll see you then.